ricotta cheese for my Nana today.
That's right. Today we are going to show you how to make a quick and easy homemade ricotta cheese at home. We will be making a savory ricotta cheese because this is going in a lasagna for her Nana, but you could also make a sweet ricotta cheese, and we'll tell you how to do that too. So let's get cooking. Alright, so let's get started cooking. So what do we need to start with first, Lexi?
Start washing our hands.
That's right, start with clean hands. We've all been washing our hands a lot now lately, haven't we?
Yeah.
So the ingredients for ricotta cheese are super simple.
Yeah.
You're gonna need some salt.
Some salt. Okay.
You're gonna need some heavy whipping cream.
Heavy whipping cream.
You're gonna need some whole milk. It has to be 3.25% milk fat. And what's that? Do you know? What's in this big jug? What is it? It's vinegar.
Vinegar.
That's all you need to make ricotta cheese.
Like a spinning wheel in it.
That's right. The other things that you're gonna need is a big nonstick pot like this. You need a thermometer. I like this one because it sits on the side. And then you're gonna need a slotted spoon and some things to measure with. And that's it. So let's get started. Lexi, we ready?
Yeah.
So the first thing you're gonna do, Lexi, is you're gonna help me pour in the milk.
Yeah.
Now, if you wanted to, you could do your ricotta cheese with all whole milk. That's totally fine. I like the flavor a little bit better when you do a little bit of heavy cream. So we, instead of doing the whole half gallon of milk, which is 8 cups, we are gonna do 6 cups of whole milk and 2 cups of heavy cream. You could also use equal parts whole milk and buttermilk. It just depends on how you like yours. I've done it both ways. So here's what we're gonna do, okay? Can you help me pour out 2 cups of milk? Where is 2 cups? Do you see the number 2?
2.
That's right, the very top line, 2 cups. Here we go. And we have to know when to stop, don't we?
Yeah. Okay. It's stopped.
Very good. Can you pour the 2 cups into the pot? All right.
Milk.
Now we need 2 more cups.
2 more cups. Stop.
Okay. Here we go.
More milk.
And then our last set of 2 cups, because 2, 2, and 2 makes 6.
Stop.
All right. So that is 6 cups of whole milk.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
That's right.
So,
Now you're going to add in your heavy cream.
heavy cream. It's so
So
heavy.
we're gonna pour out 2 cups of heavy cream, and this is just a cup measure. So we're just gonna do 1 cup of heavy cream and then another cup of heavy cream. All the way to the top line.
Yeah, you need to know that.
Okay. So you're gonna have to dump it in here.
Jump it in there.
Okay. And now we need 1 more cup, okay?
Okay. One, two, three, 4, 1.
Very good. All right, let's pour it in. Good job. Now, the hardest part of making this is actually the waiting. So we're gonna put this on our burner and we are gonna add in just a little bit of salt, about a ½ teaspoon. You can adjust the salt to taste, but start with a ½ teaspoon first, and then if you feel like it needs more, you can always add more in later. But, so you're gonna help me pour a little bit of salt in here, okay? Perfect. All right, can you put the salt in there for me? Great job. That's it.
That's it.
Now we wait. You're gonna turn your burner on to medium heat. You want it to heat up kind of slowly. And you need for your temperature to reach 185 degrees, which is where it's just starting to form the little bubbles on the top and it's steaming. So basically, just stir it every so often and wait for the temperature to reach 185 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm gonna stick my thermometer on there. So while this is taking its time to get to 185 degrees, that's the perfect time to get the rest of your items assembled for making the ricotta. So basically, you just need a colander,
Yeah.
and you need...
Yeah, it's our dad. It's Daddy's bowl.
Yes, he uses this a lot. And then you need some form of cheesecloth. You can find cheesecloth in a lot of different places, actually. Now they have it in the cooking sections in most stores, but you can also find it in the craft department and even hardware in the stain supplies. So basically, all you're going to do is take the cheesecloth and fold it over itself 3 or 4 times, and then you are going to line the colander with the cheesecloth. So when your ricotta is done and it needs to drain, because it'll literally be curds and whey, then you can just place it on top of a bowl and all the liquid will drain out.
Yeah.
And what did you want to tell everybody?
Don't forget your parents from missing if you're using a stove.
That's right. Don't forget to have a parent's help or ask for their permission if you want to use the stove or cook in the kitchen. All right, so we are ready. Our thermometer has reached 185 degrees, so I can take it out. You don't need it for the next part. And And now what we're gonna do is we are gonna take a tablespoon measure, and you're gonna measure out 3 tablespoons of your acid. In our case, we're using vinegar because we want a more savory ricotta, but if you wanted a little bit of a softer taste and not so dry, you could use lemon juice. Don't use Meyer lemon, but it also depends on how acidic your lemon is. Sometimes lemon for me doesn't always turn out the best, and I need more than what I think I need, so I just use vinegar every time because that gives me the best results. And then you can play around with how much heavy cream to use, or if you'd rather use buttermilk with your whole milk. There's lots of different options, but using lemon juice is better for sweeter desserts like cheesecake or cannolis, and this vinegar is better for lasagna and ricotta for the lasagna. All right, so are you gonna help me? So hold this over the pan, okay? We're gonna have to do 3 tablespoons is what we have to do, all right? And remember, this is hot. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pour 3 tablespoons of our acid, in this case vinegar, directly into the pot. And then we're gonna constantly stir for 2 minutes while it's still on the heat. Once we see it starting to curdle, we can remove it from the heat and just continue to stir until the curds separate. So here is our spoon, Lexi. So you're gonna be very careful, and you're gonna not touch the pan, but you are going to stir constantly, okay? Until it starts forming curds. And if you look in the bottom of the pan, you can see that it's starting to get kind of chunky and separate. And that's exactly what you're looking for. Keep stirring. Once you start to see the big chunks form, then you know that it's time to turn off the heat, and you can just let it set for several minutes, 15 to 20, while it cools down, and then you can use your slotted spoon to transfer it to your colander that has the cheesecloth in it. All right, let me look and see how we're doing, if we can shut the heat off yet. We're getting there. So right now our ricotta is in smaller chunks. So that means we need to stir it a little bit more. Go ahead. Okay. And keep it on the heat. Good job. And then once you see that it's super chunky, that's when you know you're done. All right, let me see. All right, so this is definitely thickening up in my spoon, and you can see the water draining out, and it's getting a lot thicker. So I definitely think we're almost ready to turn off the heat.
Yeah, because I wanted to get it.
You're excited, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm excited to see Auntie Christy.
Yes, we're going to take this to Auntie Christy's house, aren't we? All right, this looks pretty good, so we're going to turn off the heat and let this sit for 20 minutes. All right, we are back. We have waited. It's been about 20 minutes. And so Lexi is going to take this and drain it with the slotted spoon right into the colander. So let it drain a little bit. And then you're just going to put it right in the bottom there, Lexi. Great job. So she's literally just going to keep taking this with the slotted spoon. and then putting it right in there, yeah. And that's all she's gonna do.
Oh, I see some right here.
That's okay. Go ahead, keep going. And then eventually she'll have it all done. And we are all done. Look at that. Lexi finished spooning all of the ricotta into the cheesecloth, and we've been letting it drain. And you can see the whey on the bottom there as it drains. I should have used my bigger bowl and I didn't, and so I had to dump the whey out a few times, otherwise it's just sitting in its own way, right? So we've let it drain, and then after a while I gathered up the cheesecloth and I wrung it a little bit over the sink to try to get a lot more liquid out. So at this point, you're at a turning point for your ricotta, if you will. You can either leave it the way that it is, a little bit soft and creamy, great for spreading. So if you needed crackers or, you know, a crostini, like sometimes I'll put herbs in mine because I just really love cheese, anything Italian. And I will just eat it with crackers or on top of a crostini. But since we're using it for lasagna, I don't need it to be super creamy or liquidy because I don't want my lasagna to be too watery. So we're actually going to let it sit and drain for a while on the counter. You can even let it drain overnight if you want it to be super dry. And then we are going to pack it up in an airtight container and put it in the refrigerator. And it'll last 2 or 3 days in a sealed container in the fridge. But we are going to use it to make our lasagna tomorrow. So thank you for watching, right, Lexi?
Yeah.
And what should they do?
Subscribe and hit the bell if you want to see more Warrior videos.
That's right. Thank you so much for watching our cooking video today. We hope you had so much fun. Please like and subscribe. Hit the bell to be notified for more Lexi's Leukemia Warrior videos. Bye.